A soldier doesn't just fight wars on the battlefield. Sometimes the greatest war is the one he fights inside his own heart. This is the story of a man who came back from war broken, and the woman who refused to let his brokenness define him. The crowd in the small town waited eagerly at the railway station. Flags waved, children shouted, and mothers stood tall with pride. A hero was coming home. Major Armaan, the man who had led his battalion with courage in the fiercest battles. But when the train arrived and the soldier stepped out, he was not the same man who had left. His chest carried medals, but his eyes carried shadows. At first, everyone thought he was fine. His neighbors celebrated, his family wept with joy. But Zara, his fiancée, noticed the truth. He avoided loud noises. He woke up screaming in the middle of the night. He would stare at nothing for hours, lost in memories only he could see. Zara tried to reach him. Armaan, talk to me. What's haunting you? But he would only whisper, Zara, I left too many brothers behind. Why am I here when they are not? He carried guilt like a shadow, and slowly, the man she loved was slipping away. Everyone advised Zara to walk away. He's broken. He'll never be the same. You deserve someone stronger. But Zara's heart answered differently. Strength isn't about never falling. It's about rising again. And I will rise with him. Instead of pitying him, she gave him purpose. She encouraged him to train young cadets, using his battlefield knowledge. She asked him to share his experiences at schools, reminding children of the value of peace. She stood by him when he had panic attacks, never treating him as weak but as human. Slowly, his silence broke. Slowly, his eyes began to see life again. But healing is not a straight path. One night, overwhelmed by memories, Armaan broke down completely. Zara, I am nothing but a burden. You're wasting your life on a broken man. I can't be fixed. Zara held his face in her hands and whispered firmly, Armaan, you are not broken. You are proof that even scars can become stories of survival. A soldier isn't just someone who fights battles in war. He is someone who learns to live after war. You are my hero, not because you survived, but because you are choosing to fight again. Those words lit a fire inside him. For the first time, he cried not from pain, but from release. Together, they started a foundation for disabled veterans and widows of war. Armaan began speaking publicly, sharing his story, reminding soldiers that asking for help was not weakness. It was courage. He became a mentor to the youth, a symbol of survival, and an advocate for mental health. The man who once thought he was broken became a pillar of strength for others. And always, beside him, stood Zara, the woman who believed when no one else did. At an auditorium filled with young cadets, Armaan stood tall on stage, his medals glistening. His voice trembled, but grew stronger with every word. A soldier may return from war with scars. But scars are not signs of weakness. They are reminders that we fought, we survived, and we lived to tell the tale. I thought I was broken, but today I know, I was never broken. I was simply being reshaped, and without the love that refused to give up on me, I would never have found my strength again. The hall erupted in applause. Zara, watching from the front row, had tears in her eyes. For she knew, the soldier who had once been broken, now stood unshakable,